And I'm being
Welcome to Models Talk. Let's talk about it.
yes. Look who we got in the building.
Hey
baby.
Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Makeeta Lè Model, the hostess that does the mostest. How
Yes, you
doing,
are.
gorgeous?
You are booked and busy, sis.
So are you, sis?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine and fantabulous. What can I say?
Hey, you looking fine and fantabulous, and
Thank
happy
you.
belated
You too,
birthday.
sis. You too.
Thank you.
You
Happy
wonderful.
belated birthday, by the way,
Oh,
gorgeous.
thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm humbled by that. I truly
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. Thank you, dog. That smile lights up a room every time you walk in, right?
Thank you. Yes, it does. It's just as bright as his personality, I promise you.
All right, Makeeta, let's talk about it, baby. You got something special coming up.
Yes, I do. So we're gonna talk about hyphy, right? And me and Mr. Jones was laughing about this the other day because I probably say this wrong. My friend who is Haitian and she's French, I say this wrong because I'm an American, but alt immersive fashion experience, also known as hyphy, is coming up April 27th, 2025 here in Jacksonville, Florida at the Glass Factory. And I am super excited about it.
Well, tell us what halt, okay, when we're talking about haute couture.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I already know, baby. I already know. I've been around a long time. But when we're talking about it, what does that mean to you?
So thank you for that. I appreciate you asking that question. What it means to me, in all honesty, I'm a words person, so I know the actual definition of high class, expensive, one of a kind type of items, right? But for me personally, because I am a thrifter type of girl, I am a second time arounder. I'm gonna go in my mama closet, maybe my grandmama closet, and find some stuff. Alt means to me creativity.
Yes.
One of a kind, unique creativity and style. Like
Yes,
we all can
baby.
dress, right? We can put labels on. You can wear a label, but to actually put that ish on and make that ish look good and different and cater uniquely to you, that to me is what hyphy is. Because all of us can wear Yves Saint Laurent, but nobody can wear Yves Saint Laurent the way I put on Yves Saint Laurent, and that is what hyphy is.
That's what I'm talking about. I love the creativity side of being, your show being a haute couture show.
Yes.
Okay. And you don't see that in our community.
I think it kind of dwindled out solely because we have so much mass production of items nowadays. Also, I think with us fast fashion, yes, and with us being in the era of how we are now thrifting items and second time arounding items and what we call upcycling items. Now it still gives a bit of the uniqueness there, but we kind of that mass production fast fashion has taken over. So people are jumping on that when it comes to drop ship. People are having small online boutiques that are catering to that. Major stores are now closing because of that mass production fast fashion. So I think that's where it's being lost in translation a little bit, and not the high fashion, like the labels, but in our general New York Fashion Week type to LA Fashion Week type vibes, it kind of got lost in the sauce of that one of a kind haute couture items because fast fashion, mass production has came in and took away, honey.
Well, I mean, it really happened over the last 2 years, or let's say the last 4 years.
Yes,
it really has happened over during COVID. Nobody could. You ain't have no.
You couldn't go shopping for real.
You can't go shopping for real. You start shopping online, and baby, online shopping took over
fast, real
quickly. And online you see more of a trend.
Yes.
You really do. then it translates into the stores.
Yes.
But it's already done online, so the stores are just getting on board when the train's already moved out the station.
Yep, exactly. And that's, I think, like I said, that mislink that we have going on right now with fashion, and that's fine. It's fine because I feel like that gives again that lane for that creative to
Mhm.
actually shine and show yourself. But you just have to. It's hard for us to put ourselves in those limelights and those niche markets to where it's massively seen, like the fast fashion in that avenue. But it also gives that exclusivity, VIP, one of a kind. You have to know who you know to be a part of this type
Right,
vibe. And
right.
I think that's where we're starting to come with more fashion shows,
Mhm.
just because fashion and mass production has taken over, and we're kind of tired of seeing that same wave of stuff on runways. Like, so we're trying to switch that up slowly but surely without getting rid of fast fashion completely, because our Sheens, our Zaras, our H&Ms, those brands,
Mhm.
it's kind of like our base to our uniqueness sometimes if you don't have the price list for the major high fashion brands.
Exactly, exactly.
And they're
But you,
coming from the UK, so that's the style here. Us here in the Americans are looking at like, ooh, that's bougie. I like that cut. I like that tailoring. I like that fabric.
you're absolutely right, and the fact that it's coming from the European side. You
Mm-hmm.
know, as far as the looks are concerned, you know, everybody's concerned about what's walking in Paris, but now you got to be worried about what's walking in China, what's walking
Yes.
in Berlin. You got to be worried about what's walking down there in Thailand. You got to be, you know,
I
I,
saw something from the designer in Lagos. Them
okay, and
over there,
let's not even
they
talk about
killing it.
Africa, baby.
They
Let's not talk
killing
about
it.
the continent. What? Those people are rocking the world.
Dubai. Woo.
Say it, sis.
I was like,
Because I have
ooh.
several sorries. Okay,
I only got one.
baby,
I was
you got to
trying to
get you.
get more because them
Go
things
on
are
marketplace,
beautiful. The
girl. Go to
fabric, the
marketplace. Go to marketplace, sis. You'll find some sorries.
oh, thank you. I appreciate that because I'm gonna have to, because the one I have I love and I need more because again we don't see that here, and I'm
That's
trying to
right.
figure out a way to hyphy it up and swag it in multiple different ways that you can wear it in different type of settings. You don't have to just wear it
Absolutely.
in the
Well, if
formal
you get a
closet.
sari and you got three pieces and you got the sarong to go with it and everything, you can put that with some jeans tied up, wrap it around, big old bow tie, let the rest of it hang and flow. You can take the top from the other one, put it underneath a suit with a skirt or pant and put a jacket on top. Then you can take the pants and put a nice big top flowy, you know, on top of that.
You
And
better,
rock it three different ways.
you need to be my
Oh,
next hyphy challenge except T, because girl, you just named 4 different outfits right there off one
that's what I'm
complete
talking
item that
about.
you just
You
bought.
got to be able to do that, baby.
And you see what I'm saying? That's the way you, and then that's not even a visual that you can give of how you just talked about styling that. That, because when you see it, you can be like, oh, I need this purse. Oh, I think I want to add these shoes. Like that right there. What you just did was the verbal concept of hyphy right there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I do styling. You know, I have styled. I've also done set design. And I do upcycle. I'm an upcycle designer, you know, Raggedy Ann creative craft design. I take things like rugs and break them down and make them into boots and purses and then bando bra, you know, things like that, you know,
Oh, so
and
you
then
telling me I might need to send you this designer package, huh? Because
no, ma'am, I want to walk for you.
I'll send you the model application, girl. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I
We
want
can
to
make that
represent.
happen.
I want to
I like that
represent the 60
idea. I
plus,
like
baby.
that. I love that. Yep,
I
definitely.
want to
We can
represent
send
the
you
60
that. Yep, yep.
plus. I
And then,
love
okay, so if not,
avant-garde is my alley.
listen, and then we could get you a mannequin to where now you can style the mannequin to having the part of the art part when it comes to
Yes,
hyphy. So
ma'am.
the blend of hyphy is where we're taking the traditional runway, right?
Mhm.
And we're adding what our style of the Met Gala is. For those who know about the Met Gala, not only do you have the dinner, not only do you have some of the performances, you actually have the museum curation part where the celebrities get time to walk in before the exhibit is actually publicly displayed and see the amazingness of the fashion that has been curated from ages, time,
Mhm.
whatever the theme is. They just curate this immersive art exhibit where you can walk around and just see different
Yes.
types of fashion all over the world. So what I'm trying to do is curate that to my vision and add runway to that as well. So outside of the runway, you'll have these art curated spaces of mannequins that represents our sponsors, our designers, and our vendors of
All
hype.
right.
So instead of having the typical vendor setup, vendor table, now you have a mannequin that you can style, or two, however many you want to purchase, to now represent your brand in an art curation and immersive art curation. Because now we'll have them set up in different ways where a person can stand next to this mannequin and take a picture. Now that you're here at Hypey, you scan across their pocket and it pulls up the digital website or whatever media the designer, the sponsor, or the vendor has connected to the mannequin. So you can like enjoy everything and then maybe have a conversation with the designer.
It's interactive.
Very interactive. I want to see pictures floating around. I want to see y'all tagging Hypey because your outfit is swaggy and you want to show us what it looks like. I want Jacksonville to be able to step outside their comfort niche of style, dress, attire, even attending events, and step it up a little bit when it comes to Hypey. Like, let's dress up. Let's go somewhere and really put that ish on. And if that put that ish on is a casual style for you, twist it up a little bit.
Okay.
Twist it up. You can't come into Hypey as an attendee with jeans and t-shirts on.
See,
Dress code will be strictly enforced.
You're a woman after my own heart, baby. Well,
dress code will be strictly enforced.
Well, you can do it to it.
So we're going to stick to that. And my VIPs, I'm trying to make sure and cater to actual VIPs. Like, I love the fact that here in Jacksonville, we have a creative market where all of our creative crowds of designers, models, artists, we can put our talent out there, our gift out there to the world here in Jacksonville, Florida, and they eat it up. I love that. I know a lot of people hear the crab pot mentality. Since I've been here and the crowds that I've attached myself to, I don't see the crab pot mentality. I see that we're a group of creatives that are here in a state or a city that allows us to creatively express that to the radius of whoever wants to hear it. So we have that open range to do that. And I think with Hypey now, I want us to all come together and elevate that a little bit more when it comes to the fashion scene here in Florida. Because now, no shade, no bull. Every time I tell a designer that's outside of Jacksonville or a model that I want you to be a part of my show here in Jacksonville, Florida, they be like, what's going on in Florida? And Jacksonville at that. And I'm like, hold on, you ain't about to, we got it. We got it here. We got models and designers and stuff.
Sure do.
We got a lot of stuff here. Don't do that. We got a lot of stuff here. But also, I understand the reason why someone may say that is because we haven't taken the time to set that standard. We haven't taken the time to want to get things logistic-wise, business-wise, set as an official fashion week or fashion house or fashion empire. We just out here kicking the bobo, being entertainers, being creative, and putting that out to the world. And it's accepted. They like it. They rock with it. So now that we know that they rock with it, they want to be a part. They want to support. We got to step it up a notch. And I feel like with Hypey, I'm trying to help step that up a notch. I've had it's a lot of shows, me being the hostess that does the mostest, that are connected with what I do. Part of the reason all the curators here, the Lean, the designer KJ, it's a lot of people who have put me on as a host. I used to come in here as a model. Now being a host, I kind of learn more about the back house of this and how to curate shows and the thought process of it, being the host. And it's like I like this. We can do this better. We can add this. Maybe we should think about this. And it's like, you know what? My mama said, she called me like, girl, bump all that. You need to do your own show.
Why not?
You need to do your own show. I love that you're learning. I love that people are rocking with you because your face card is so good, because you do the hostess that does the mostest, everything that you shared and put people onto. Now, do your own show. And again, take that, show them that step up, because you are a leader, and that's what leaders do. Show them what that step up looks like, and now trust me, they're going to follow suit. If not, they're going to ask you to help connect, network, barter, do whatever it is. To now we're going to follow suit. We're going to level up to the next thing. I feel like we can all level up, not just me. We can all level up here in Jacksonville fashion with making sure we're setting that standard, and then we're sticking to that. We're standing on business to that. When we do these fashion shows and things like that, we're fully backing enough time with the finances, the sponsorship, and all of that to make it go and propel what it needs to. So now people want to come to Jacksonville, Florida when we have a fashion show or a fashion week. It's like because the last time I went there, they showed out. The last time I went there, a dope designer named Island Couture who I like. And baby brought some stuff that didn't even look like Jacksonville fashion. I saw a designer that's called Sin South Fashions. When I tell you, baby had a Thule gown that I need to wear somewhere for New York Fashion Week and take a photo in Times Square in, I need that. So, because we got these designers here, they're here. We have the tall, beautiful models. We have, now our models aren't me. They're not size 0 to 3. They're not fit size models. We got a slim variation of that. But we in the South, baby. This is what I love about being in the South. We in the South. We got Amazon. We got tall, curvy, beautiful models out here.
Yeah.
All ethnicities. I love that. That's what I love about Jacksonville. We haven't tapped into that. Now, if we don't have the tall daddies, we do got our shorter hotties out here that are 5'7", 5'8", you know what I'm saying, wiggling it up. And when I tell you those models, if they're not a force on the runway, their pose game is ridiculous.
Okay.
Ridiculous. All they need is that outside education, that outside help. Because we don't have the agencies in Jacksonville or in Florida that I researched like y'all have in New York and in Jersey maybe or in Chicago or anything like that. We don't have those agencies. We don't have those development agencies. We have talent agencies here in Florida. I don't think we have the actual, I don't want to call it mother agencies, but mother agencies like you guys have up north. And it kind of sucks because again, we have the models, but we don't have that information and that education. And I think Jacksonville is so scared, or Florida is so scared to kind of go upward because of that standard that you guys have stand on concrete, because this is what it is. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They just have a tendency to stay down here. And it's like no, I want to educate them. Designers, models, photographers, all of them. I want to be able to educate them, introduce them to what that standard is up north in Chicago, in LA. I want to introduce them to what that standard is. And now, since we know what it is, we've been in it, we've learned a bit about it. Now we can create what our own standard is. We can figure that out.
Do you have a consortium that you all are working with? Everybody working together?
No, we're working on trying to get everyone to work together is the thing. I have a couple of people who are coming to, like, we have these niche crowds that do their own thing. And I've talked to a couple of people in each of these niche crowds. It's like, okay, so how can we combine all of these together? And I'm trying to see if I can connect that with hyphy, slowly but surely. Now, it might not be for the first one, but the second one, it might be rolling in because I'm stepping into different avenues of the producer hat and seeing how now I can involve these different entities outside of just being, like, if you're known for model coordinating, now I can add you to not just model coordinating for the show. I can add you to model trainer that's just going to follow throughout this entire process of hyphy from state to state, whatever, because you're not only just the coordinator of my show, now you can train some of the models outside of hyphy. If they want to be a part of hyphy, they have to take your model courses to be considered for the model for next year. You have a designer who's located here in Jacksonville, never really made it outside of Jacksonville. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to introduce you to my friend in New York or my buyer in New York who's looking for a designer to be the featured designer in their boutique. They have 2 locations and so and so and so and so, and this is what you need to do. Because again, I don't think we've made those connections to someone who's already moving in those markets. So we're going to just sit in our niche crowd and hype each other up to move on and be creative and put that stuff out there. I need those resources up north to be like, this is what up north does. We can do this to do this. I got this person right here that can connect you to do this. Because that strong network from south to north, if we can connect that.
Yes, ma'am.
It'll be so amazing.
Mind-blowing.
It'll be so amazing because there's so much talent here, the lower level. Y'all, everybody thinks about Miami, Orlando, and Atlanta. They just jump right past Jacksonville. And I get it. I understand. But it's here. We just haven't established it yet. The beautiful picture from Randy Silvano of Legatus Magazine.
Look at that. Look at that nonsense, ridiculousness.
Shout out to Randy Silvano and Legatus Magazine for this opportunity. It was fun. It was really, really, really fun.
Okay now. Yes, baby.
And that was really, really, really fun. And everybody looked at it like, girl, how was you sitting on the thing and not worried about falling? You don't worry about those things. You just get the shot, baby. Get the shots.
I see that. I see that foot and ankle wrapped around that spindle.
Oh, so you see the trick? You see
I
the
saw
trick?
the trick.
You caught it?
I caught it.
Yes, that's what it is. And there go the fro. There go
I
Queen
love the
Sheba
fro.
baby right there.
Yes, baby. Shaka Khan.
That's Queen Sheba baby right there.
All right, Sheba baby. Yes.
This
Mom.
is my favorite designer here, my bestie, Sin Style Fashions, and one of my favorite photographers, Mr. Brian Carter. I love this photo. It gives like, I don't know, just
It's giving life. You got some curves, sis. You got some curves up
in this
there.
photo. I don't know about in real life, but in this photo though, I look shapely. Oh yeah.
Look, you slim thick. You slim thick.
This is another way with my homegirl Sin Style Fashion. She is actual a Shein designer when they had their design program. She's a Shein designer, and that was one of her best-selling items, which was a kimono that I am wearing here for her Shein collection.
Fabulous.
I love that. That kimono is my favorite.
I love the little girl look, the schoolgirl look.
So this one I give to everybody with it fits the personality. I feel like this picture explains the Makeeta Lè Model that people see or get. That is me in real form. Shout out to my homie J Click for that photo. I love the brightness, and my bestie, my model coordinator, Mark Carly Co, for actually setting up this photo. My homegirl Carlicia Mukes was the one who set me up with the photographer and the idea of all of this. It came together really nice.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. I love it.
That is some of the awesome.
Do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself in 5 years as a host of a syndicated television show, whether that be my own or one that already exists. We're going to call it that it's my own with a major network. I also see myself being a show producer. I don't know if it'll be a fashion show producer or a television show producer, but a show producer to some extent. A nonprofit where I am not only teaching young girls, but lay women as well, how to walk with poison in heels, called Heel Boot Camp, somewhere, shape, or form in there. And honestly, to be traveling all over the world. People always be like, where do you want to live or where do you want to stay? Because Jacksonville isn't the final destination for me. I just want to be able to go wherever I'm called to go, wherever I'm called to deliver the message, whether it be show curation, whether it be hosting an event on the television, red carpet. I want to be able that I can pick up and go where my gifts and talents are needed, because I want to bless people with those and give my gifts and talents freely.
If you had advice for older models.
Oh, man.
If you had advice for older models, what would it be?
Advice for older models would be, don't let what we think the market is or about change how you present yourself in that market. I think, like we said, our seasoned models, we're winning out here low key because we took care of ourselves in our younger years. We did. So we can still stand next to the youngest of the youngest. So don't let that stifle you, because you're a little bit seasoned. Don't let that stifle you, because the face card never declines. Never. So don't let that stop you. And also stay up on the times when it comes to this digital marketing wave, this affiliate wave, the brand ambassador. Stay up on that. I know as I get older, sometimes with this technology, it drives me nuts. But it is a way where we can now create revenue. As my friend Alicia Harvey just told me, we could create revenue for ourselves. Just, again, this face card and those personalities, the seasonedness that we have of life. We can share that with the brands and the clothing and the products that we use on ourselves to stay fabulous. That digital marketing wave, hop on that. Seasoned models, hop on that, because them younger ones kicking our butts and we look better.
All right now.
This is another one that I just recently took. I'm super excited to be a part of this one. It was a random impromptu photo shoot that he said business suit, and I was able to swag it out accordingly at a bus station at that. Like, look at that. Shout out to my homie Alberto Belenque for that blazer. It does two functions at one. I can take the shoulders off and it turns into like a vest.
Yeah. Cool.
I ain't never seen no blazer like that in my life, and it's good quality. It came from some store in New York. I loved it.
Love it. Love it. You look like you're in New York.
Thank you. Thank you.
You look like you're. You sure?
Jacksonville, we have it. We do. It's
You really do.
just small things. We have the nice locations for photos. We have a beautiful skyline. Like, the Jaguars suck, but we got a stadium.
I love it. You are so full of life. How can you
Thank
stay
you.
so full of life?
God, for one, and my mom will kill me if I don't give that testimony and say that out of my mouth. God, for one. Secondly, and life is a lot that can have us sad, down, depressed, not wanting to be here anymore. We have the power inside of ourselves to change that. You know what I'm saying? In any circumstance, in any place, location, we can change that. We are gods. I like to tell people that we are gods. We are energy. We are a rolling force of something, right? So since we are that rolling force, you stop you. I every day had to think, like, when I was sick unbeknownst to me. I couldn't change that within myself. My body was doing something that my mind was not aware of or ready for. When my mind connected to it, I was sad. And I had to find ways, because they say when the body is sick, the mind is sick. So I had to find ways to train the mind to see the silver lining, to stay smiling, to be happy, to know that each one teach one. That's you being a blessing to someone else, and that is making you feel better because you're a blessing to someone else. Knowing that when you get out of the bed, even though you feel like crap, and to move the body, whether it's yoga, walking, and enjoying the blessings that God has placed around you, in front of you, that general small thing right there can make your mind and your body feel better. And now you exude that energy from the inside out. That's all I can think of is I was sick. My body was sick at one point and I could not fix it. So I had to fix my thought process to help fix my body. So that's why I have this energy that I have, because I healed it. God healed it with teaching me those things about, you got to fix the mind, baby. When you fix the mind, it'll help fix the body. It'll help. And fixing the mind and the body was now like, you got to change that energy. You cannot stay in that what was me, because that's not what God created you to be. God didn't create that. You can't stay in that anger because you don't know how this happened to you. You can't stay in that condemnation because you thought you might have drank too much to cause this to happen. You cannot live that way. You have to see the light in everything. Once you see the light in everything, trust me, the light will start to shine on everything.
There's always light at the end of that tunnel, no matter what you're going. Can you please explain to us what illness it is you have?
Yes. So I'm in remission of 2 years right now of ulcerative colitis. For those who might not know what ulcerative colitis is, it has to do with my lower intestine. A part of it, a lot of it, closer towards my colon, and maybe my colon was infected. How, we don't know. It was a bad bacteria that sat in there, possibly caused it. Stress possibly caused it. We don't really know. But I had it at 30. I weighed 88 pounds at 30 years old. And yeah, it was a bad situation. But I had no idea that I had it for at least 2 years because of insurance. I couldn't get insurance. I worked 2 jobs and didn't really have enough to make what I needed to make to get decent insurance. None of that. So shout out to the National Organization of Rare Diseases, because they were able to assist me in finding programs that gave me trial medicine and able to get me to the proper doctors that were able to tell me what was going on for me to find out I had ulcerative colitis and was suffering with it for 2 years before I was actually diagnosed.
What are the symptomology?
So one of the symptoms that I had is like cramps. I really felt like at first I thought it was a really bad period. But that wasn't it. I really like hunched over cramps. It was hard to stand up straight. I didn't know why. Then the next thing that came after the cramps immediately was constantly going to the bathroom. And that was the embarrassing part about it. To go, like, I would eat, and after I eat, like, I felt like I would ingest it. As soon as it hit the stomach, it was like, you gotta go shit. Like, immediately, you gotta go shit. And I was like, and it's not a regular one that people would do where you can just sit on the toilet, maybe float. Nah, this is a violent noise, pain, hunched over type poop. And it's so frequent to the point where, again, malnutrition started to form. I wasn't retaining any of the vitamins or the nutrients of the things that I was actually ingesting. So that went to malnutrition, weighing 88 pounds. Outside of that, your blood levels become really low because I going to the bathroom a lot. It strains the blood vessels there or whatnot. So I had low blood level, I had low iron, I had low potassium, everything that you can think of. The only thing that didn't happen that was tragic that I hear about is hair loss. Ironically enough, I locked my hair up before all of this, and I'm assuming through God, and this is the reason why I kept all of my hair. But they say hair loss is another symptom of it.
I have a like story, but I'm totally the opposite. I don't have a colon, okay, because of hernia mesh. And I had hernias, and they repaired it with some mesh, and I've had 19 surgeries since 2009 on my stomach.
Oh my!
That's one reason I don't show my stomach when I'm walking in garb.
I understand.
Because it's a crooked Z, and I'm not comfortable even yet.
Yes, understand
that to show but I don't think that would attribute to doing the best job I can do for my designer.
Yes,
to show my midsection.
Yeah, you don't feel comfortable in what you're in.
Right. Yeah. I can show my back or whatever. I put on the little titty thing and lift the girls up because they have gone south. Okay. I've also lost 168 pounds.
Well, congratulations, because you look great.
168 pounds over the last 2 years. The second year of losing all this weight was I had to get in the gym and tone it. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, and tone up. But things still are south, baby. I lost all my ass. I don't have hips. I got dents. I don't have no hips and ass. It's gone. Okay? I'm flat like my mama is now. All right? But I would be the perfect 36, 24, 36. 36. Okay? I was Wonder Woman.
Baby.
I was Wonder Woman, girl. What? So now I'm 34, 26.5, 34.
And those still some damn good measurements. Don't let it fool you. Don't let it fool you.
I'm a solid 8, 10 across. Broad back and long arms, it is what it is. But I had to learn about this body because I missed this shit from high school. I didn't even go through this in high school. I was always a big girl. Always. I was a full figure model when I first started out here in Atlanta.
For real.
For real. Girl, I miss my curves. I ain't gonna even lie. And I can't eat butter salsa full of food, and I'm on the other end. Like I said, I have to take laxatives for the rest of my life because I don't have a culture to process it. The other thing is I can't digest lettuce or any leafy greens.
So that's what they told me with having ulcerative colitis. They were like, bruh, you might want to stay away from that because it comes out whole. It doesn't give you any nutrients. It basically kind of irritates the bowels more because they have to do more work to get it out. And I was like, really?
Well, see, I had ulcerative colitis when I was 12.
Really?
Yes.
So did that
13 to 14.
progress into something else?
Well, my stress brought on my lupus. I had a racist boss for over a year who literally balled his fist up at me in front of a table full of people that we work with. And he balled his fist up at me and told me he would whoop my ass in front of these people. Yeah, but I sued his ass and won.
Oh, I say, baby, let me go get the strap.
Boo. You ain't got to do that. I took care of all that, baby.
Oh, okay. Because I'm about to say, let me go get the strap, child, because we
talked about in court. Lord said we the Wendy Williams sisters.
Let me go get my strap.
We took it, baby. Look, I took that out in court, and the judge said, "You win."
Be still.
The judge said, "You win." I said, "Thank you." I came out the hospital for that court date. Okay.
Amen.
All right, God gave me the strength. I still got the book that's downstairs, a 3-ring binder that's about
of all of it.
Of all of it. I still have it.
God don't like ugly.
Okay. It took them 3 years to figure out what was wrong with me. I was diagnosed in 1994 totally. Finally. And I have 7 doctors. I've had 7 doctors across the country with this illness from day one.
Oh yeah, see, so that's another reason why I need you to be one of my models, because my mom, again, my mama said, I told you this is gonna work. During when when I first got diagnosed, my question is why did this happen to me? Like, I got so much planned for my life. There's so much I want to do. Why did this happen to me? And my mom kept telling me, like, God don't give you nothing that you can't handle. And God sometimes needs like everybody plays a role, because God needs somebody to show that testimony, to tell that testimony. So Nikki, God gave you this illness for you to be the walking testimony, because you don't look like what you're going through. You don't act like you said, all the energy. You don't act like what you're going through. So the point of that is it's a gift for now, you to show that God is greater than any illness.
Amen.
God is greater than any mental illness, because the body is ill. Look at you. Look at you. You
Look,
have
baby,
to tell people that.
I'm bipolar mixed episodes 1 and 2. Okay. Over this last year, I was thinking very heavily about committing suicide. So when I tell you I have been through and through, I also just lost my son in August 18th to Lou Gehrig's disease, or
My
ALS.
condolences.
And he was only 38 years old. So, and I was his caregiver. So you can only imagine 24/7 trying to take care of him.
And take care of him.
And a 37-year marriage and 3 dogs and my mama. Okay.
The 3 dogs is what's it.
So what I tell people about Zahara is simply, my dogs are fat and happy. My king gets sat down. My children are grown and gone, and mama's out the kitchen. And when I cross the threshold, I am Zahara Gihana. Yeah.
Zahara Ihana. I love that. Oh,
Yes,
that name. I was saying it wrong, but Ihana. I love that. Ooh.
Thank you. That was God-given. I don't know where this name came from, but it was God-given, darling.
That is beautiful. Does it mean anything? Do you know if it means something?
I don't think it means anything. It just popped in my head. It was God-given. I love Z names, and that's what I came up with.
That is like I believe, because you said God gave it to you, right? And I believe that in divine timing, and God don't make no mistakes. It's a meaning outside of you in the flesh being the representation of it. It might be a special meaning, but you gotta like kind of dig
research. Yeah,
that's a little, because I didn't know. My parents, my dad used to always say Makeeta was in the Bible, a city in the Bible, and I was like, what? So I looked in my Bible. I've never seen it. I couldn't find it. I Googled it when I got older. I Googled it, and it was in one of the older testaments or an old something, because again, my name is Makeeta. It really wasn't a city. It was the Queen of Sheba. She was known as the Queen Makeeta, Makeeda, and she was the wife of King Solomon, I think it was. And yeah, so she had multiple husbands. So he was one of her husbands. And yes, when I researched, I was like, that's where my name came from. The Queen of Sheba fits, honey.
Yes, baby. You were her well.
Thank you. That's
you were her well.
Another picture giving Queen Sheba vibes. I was at 3E Studios here in Jacksonville, Florida, again, rocking Sin Style Fashions, at a photo shoot with my friend Danny. This is an old photo that I took with Danny, and one of my favorites, just because it gives like, vibes when you look at it.
You are serving me all of it, baby. I'm down
thank you.
My fork and knife, and I'm like, let me eat this up. You eat it,
baby. Thank you. I appreciate it. Baby. Thank you. And thank you for telling me your story. Like, that's why I said you might definitely need to be another model, because if I can connect the National Organization of Rare Diseases, which of course you are definitely on the list of one of those, if we can connect this, I want to do a fashion show eventually where we are having designers display items and clothing on the outside of us that displays what we go through internally
on the inside.
On the inside. So we can. We're 2 or more touch and agree. We're gonna touch, right?
Yes,
so that National Organization of Rare Diseases has me on their radar, because I want to do that fashion show, and you would definitely be one of the models I would love to have in that, because we are kindred chronic illness sisters. I've met so many models in the industry actually who have these internal issues, diseases, illnesses that a lot of people would not tell by looking at us, because we serve so gracefully. And I feel like, There's another service. And at this time, if you look at my arms, like at this time I was going through a flare, and I think I probably weighed 100 pounds in this
Wow.
photo. Like,
But you look, you're thin, but you still look good, girl.
thank you. Thank
How
you.
tall are you?
I am 5'11", actually.
So am I.
Flat-footed. Yay! That's tall, girlie. Hey! 5'11", flat-footed.
Yes.
I be trying to tell people this when it comes to the model standard. Like, listen, 5'11" was the start. It started to go down afterwards years later, but the start was us 5'11" girlies.
Yes. Yes, it was. They like them Amazons.
You know, it's called what they call is walking hangers, and that's fine. I'll take that.
No, I know.
I'll take that.
You know, but when you're getting paid, you're walking high praise hanger.
I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll take that.
I'll take every single all of it.
All of it. Eat. You know. So when did you start modeling?
I started modeling actually when I was a kid, like 5. My mom was.
Me too.
Oh my God! How did you find this picture? Oh my God! Oh my God!
What you put online?
Shit. Oh my God! That was when I was 19. Living in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and my gay daddies, Keith and Nairobi, did my hair, got me an outfit together to go out with my gay family and be fabulous for my first time modeling in the scene in Virginia. Oh my God. But I've been modeling since I was a kid. My mom I was born in Heidelberg, Germany. So my mom and my dad were stationed in Germany, and we used to go to France all the time before I was born. So she was a model trainer in France for a while, modeling. So I was like her little minion. After the fact, when she came back to the United States and was teaching model courses, I was the minion to show the ladies how to do it as a little kid. And then I took it seriously at 13 and was signed to an agency in Baltimore, Maryland. Did another agency, I forgot the name. It was like a smaller agency, a cheerleading magazine or something that they did when I was 19. And I kind of fell off after 19. I was just like, nothing really came from it.
Because we have too many similar stories, because I started at 5 with Sears and Roebuck. And I sure did, in charm school. Okay, so your mother was a teacher, I was a student. You see what I'm saying? At 5, you know, and then my mother kept me diva-fied from birth. You know, I always was in ruffles and whatever, but she wanted a tomboy. She wanted a boy child, and she got a girl that became a tomboy, but was a girly girl at 13. Okay, but I still could play knockout and baseball and
hang with the boys. Okay,
good. Okay,
that was me.
I rode bikes and found caves too, right along the Mississippi. While you playing, okay?
That was me.
Still was girly girl. And
that was me. Definitely that. My mom was she was a military drill sergeant, so she was a mix of girly and boy too.
And then I dropped off at 12 and then picked back up at 16 and then dropped back out at 19 when I was getting ready to get married and have children and what have yous, and got married, got divorced, got remarried, all in a 2-year span, and been married 37 years. But my husband we traveled every 2 years of our marriage, like we were military. And so, he's telecommunications troubleshooter, engineer.
So y'all can go anywhere.
And we were going everywhere because we started when telecommunications.
Okay,
when the business started. And every company he went to wanted to put him in school in another city, and he had a family to take care of. And so, we were traveling every 2 to 2.5 years across the country.
Yeah, definitely came military vibes.
I was in Abilene, Texas, baby, and I saw my baby coming home on one of them shaky ass planes. And I was like, oh, hell no.
We're not doing that.
We got to get you on. I can't take it. No.
My nerves bad. My nerves.
Okay, my nerves was bad. And I was like, no. And then this was a time where I was actually sick because I ran a large retail box store You know,
Mm.
I'm still having problems with their name because it's a psychological thing.
Understand.
I still have not been in one of those stores since I've been diagnosed. You know, I don't patronize them, and I don't let my family patronize them.
Patronize them.
You know, because it just don't bring that back. If you go, don't take the tags
Don't
off.
tell
Don't
me.
bring the bag in the house. Don't do that because I will flip the.
It's a trigger.
Yeah, it is a major trigger.
Mm-hmm.
It's still to this day, you know. And long story short, yeah, we traveled and everything. And we came to Atlanta to be the hub for us. And we've been here over 30 years. And I started back in 2015,
Wow.
2016, starting over. But the thing is, during my time of coming up, there was no place for us. Okay. And your mom knows this. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
hard for us to be
Mm-hmm.
seen anywhere. I was a Bob Mackie girl during the days of having your afternoon delights, you know, and when
Yeah.
afternoon shows that people would, you know, a few people would be able to come to, and then you have your main show later on that night.
Yep.
Well, I was that girl that was rocking his capelets, you know, back in the day in St. Louis, Missouri. Then I was a Gloria Vanderbilt girl as well, rocking Gloria Vanderbilt jeans and showing the big booty
Mm.
girls could wear Gloria Vanderbilt jeans. Okay. And guess what? Gloria Vanderbilt jeans are back in style now.
And they are,
Yes,
and
the
is,
mom jeans are in style once again.
and is, because I got me two pair, and
Okay,
is.
okay. And if you didn't get it from the thrift store, I'm sorry.
Definitely did. Definitely did.
I see. I know. I'm a see. This is why we're kindred spirits because I'm a thrift store junkie. I am my name is Zahara Gihana, and I am a thrift store junkie.
My name is Makeeta Lè Model, and I am.
I am. My closet goes from a size 2 up to a size 18.
I
Still
thought
to
that was
this
just
day.
me, bro. I
You
can
know,
wear anything.
I mean, I don't get rid of stuff, and I love upcycling and resourcing and mixing decades. I love it.
Again, that's what's making. I think that's the way fashion is going into now. Even in
Right.
high fashion, they are making looks that look upcycled. Like there was a pair of Balenciaga jeans that I just saw that were jeans, but like they took another pair of jeans to add the waistline and just made a skirt in front of the regular pair of jeans. It looks upcycled, but it's Balenciaga. Like what?
I mean, you can put those pictures up, and you and I and several other people that I know, and I'm sure you know too, we could mimic them looks with no problem.
I am that girl.
And you would never
Because I'm frugal. I'm that girl. If I see it and you telling me it's $2,000 for it, I'ma say, I bet you I can make it.
Okay.
I bet you I can make it.
For you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a stylist as well. I love putting things together for people. You know, people come to my home. We go through my closets, and I rock them everywhere from photo shoots to red carpet events. You know,
This why you and me must never part.
yes, ma'am. So you know, that's why I love fashion. You can be all that you can possibly be if you want to be.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I love being able to talk to people like you. This is why I love Models Talk. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. We're about what you're doing in the dark, let it bring it out in the light. You see
I love Models Talk since I want to say since I got to Jacksonville, I've had Models Talk all on my radius of things. So I'm glad I actually got a chance to get up here and talk and speak to you. Thank you for Models Talk. Thank you for Mr. Jones for Models Talk, because this is an avenue that a lot of us need to have an outlet to discuss, to talk, to vent, all that good stuff. It's so many people that are trying to curate the same thing in different areas and avenues. So thank you for being one of the ones to kind of start it as a staple for those to outside, like including one as myself, being a part of the blueprint with my homegirl Makeeta, wanting to create safe spaces for models to come and just talk, whether it be venting, whether it be addressing certain situations in a nice, calm manner. We're not critiquing. We're not jumping down anybody's throat. No. We're not trying to down talk. We just sharing experiences and being in the fashion industry.
If you had to change some of the negatives that are in the industry, which one would it be?
I hate this whole mean girl thing when it comes to
Ooh, baby.
I hate this whole mean girl thing. I don't like how the fact when again someone is being honest or transparent about a standard, a requirement, or something, whatever they're looking for their show, their brand, their designs, it comes off as somebody's being mean, somebody's being snarky, or somebody's hating. It has to be the negative connotation to it. And again, this may be solely I'm talking about maybe my area situation. I don't know if this is
No,
a
it's
thing.
everywhere, baby.
Okay, because it makes it seem like models are just these groups of mean girls who walk around and just want to be pretty and mean. No, we're not that. Nobody else in the industry, our model coordinators who select or those who select the models, we're not. Nobody's being mean. I hate that whole aura that floats around. Somebody standing firm on something, somebody telling you a requirement. I just hate that whole stigma that comes, or the pretty girl privilege. I hate that.
Oh,
If we could
that's a
change
good way
that.
I didn't have not heard that, but that's
Pretty girl privilege. I hear that
wow.
so many times. Because you're pretty, you get people who want to give you stuff for free. Because you're pretty, you want to like, what? Stop that. I'm not saying that's not a real thing. It is for some people, for some models or somewhere. But everybody doesn't suffer from that or benefit from that or is even thinking about that. Like you said, that's a new term. Like what?
Baby, give me your final thought.
So my final thoughts is, for one, make sure you get your ticket to Hyphy. Tickets drop on January 1st. Check out the Facebook page, HIFE, so you can stay up on getting your ticket when it drops on the 1st of January. And if you want to show me what Hyphy looks like to you visually, accept the Hyphy challenge.
Check your page.
Tag me in videos. Tag me in videos and stuff. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Yes, tag me in videos because we're ready. And I think, again, thank you for being on Models Talk. Thank you guys for this avenue. Thank you for this platform. We are here to put Jacksonville on the map through Models Talk, and I appreciate you. I see you.